Hey Marvel fans, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Naaman, this is the Nerdy Lair. And coming off the recent Thor Love and Thunder trailer, there's a theory that I've been thinking about for a while that I want to talk about. And this theory involves Beta Ray Bill, the Thor core, and what I think is the obvious push towards Secret Wars in the MCU. Now getting into it, my theory revolves around two main pillars, and that's Beta Ray Bill and the Thor core. And in the comics, Beta Ray Bill is a very powerful Corbinite, which are these like horse-looking creatures in Marvel. I mean, he's very powerful, very interesting of a character. I mean, he can go toe-to-toe with Thor. He's beaten Thor multiple times. So he's very cool, very powerful. And he's just like a cool bro for Thor to have, just a cool friend. And I think he's a very interesting and just one of Marvel's most underrated characters. And I mean, he was teased in Ragnarok. Taika Waititi made that movie. He put that in that movie. So I think we could very well see him in Thor Love and Thunder. Maybe just some dialogue or maybe another bigger Easter egg. Maybe we see some more Corbinites because they have been seen in the MCU. They were in Endgame. They fought Nebula and Gamora from 2014. They were like the first scene with those two in it. So I don't know. The possibilities are endless, but I really hope he's introduced. And I really think that there are a lot of ways you could. He could be on New Asgard. You could just see him in space. He could have already met Thor. A lot of possibilities, but I would really love for him to be in this film. And if he is in this film, that kind of leads way to the Thor core. I mean, in the comics, there are different iterations of the Thor core. The most original iteration was Beta Ray Bill, the present Thor, which was Eric Masterson, and a future version of Thor. Now, I don't think the MCU is going to do that. I don't think we're going to get like past and future Thors and Thor Love and Thunder. I just don't think we're going to get that. I would love it. It'd be cool, but I just don't think it's happening. But in Secret Wars 2015, there is a version of the Thor core, and they serve as like the police of Battleworld, and they are very cool. They come from different universes, very different versions. I think in the MCU, you can build a foundation with like Jane Foster Thor, R Thor, and a Beta Ray Bill, and you can build on that. And then when we get to Battleworld, Doom can basically just take their idea, or Kang could just take their idea, magnify it like times 10. Just do crazy things. Just have a bunch of Thors just patrolling a battle world situation. It'd be awesome. It'd be dope. And I think there's big room for that because we're obviously going to Secret Wars and it would kind of fit. Now, another thing the MCU could do is they could use a Thor core and replace like the Captain Britain core and make something like a Council of Reeds, but with Thors from different universes. I think that would be really dope, really cool. And you can kind of make them like a multiversal base with like different versions of Jane Foster Thor, different versions like Beta Ray Bill, different versions of like R Thor, different actors playing different Thors. It could be amazing. And I think that there's a lot of room for the Thor core. They're a very simple concept. It's just a bunch of different Thors acting like a team of Thors. Like, it's not really that crazy of a concept to throw into the MCU. And like I said in the beginning, they could just make it Beta Ray Bill, Jane Foster, and R Thor be the Thor core. And like it's like a new team in the MCU. That could be really cool too. And I think it'd be really interesting. I don't know exactly what to do. I don't even know if they're going to have Beta Ray Bill or the Thor core in the MCU. Like, I don't know that for sure. But I do think Beta Ray Bill for sure is coming. And I think that the Thor core would be a smart thing to use, especially going towards Secret Wars, especially when you're pulling so much from the 2015 Secret Wars. It just makes sense to pull this concept out because it's a very simple, cool concept. Like, why wouldn't you want a bunch of Thors acting like the police, doing their own cool Thor thing, like different power levels? Like, there is one in the comics named Thunderer Thorlift who arrested 13 Hulks in one night. Like, do you understand how crazy that is? Like, wild stuff. Like, you could do a lot of cool stuff like that in a battle world situation if they do that in like 10 years. Let me know if you have any theories of your own. If you agree or disagree, leave your opinions down below. Peace out.